What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shades, coming at you with the new movie review. And, I don't know, guys. Spider-Man Homecoming. What can I say about it? It was great! Bravo! Bravo! Action-packed. Love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Robert Downey Jr. as the Iron Man, Tony Stark. He's great. Jon Favreau, who was with them in the first three original pictures of Iron Man. He's back too. He's great. Everybody's just great. What can I say? Of course, Stan Lee does make his appearance briefly as always, and he so rightfully so deserves that. I think I heard a while back that they were really going to try to exclude him from the Marvel movies because he doesn't really own Marvel. But I think that's a bunch of baloney. But either way, it worked out for him. I heard he'd maybe taken Marvel to court or something. I heard the actor Bruce Campbell actually helped him out with that. He was pretty smart and knows the ins and outs of Hollywood. I don't know how, but he does. And that's why you didn't see him in the first X-Men movie. But pretty much after that, Stan Lee's been appearing in everything. And he so rightfully so deserves so too, because he invented most of those characters. And just because he doesn't own Marvel, the face of Marvel when it comes to being behind the scenes is Stan Lee. So, either way, on to my review. Out of 5 stars, I'm going to give this 5 stars. Oh, I'm on a roll. Just like Wonder Woman, it was great. And it's great for different reasons. Wonder Woman, I explained, was the actress Gal Gadot. There's just something special about her. And of course, it's not just her. The writers, the way they wrote her in, they could have wrote her in as being, nerve-wrackingly Amazonian. But she wasn't, like the other Amazons on the island with her. She would have had their mentality, really not caring for men too much or being afraid of men or whatever. That could have been an annoying movie, but it was great. And like I said, Gal Gadot, there's something special about her. What's special about Spider-Man? Most adults will recognize. I recognized it within the first 5 minutes of the movie, and it was just so refreshing. And it's not to take away anything from Andrew Garfield's performance as Spider-Man or Tobey Maguire's. Their performances were both great. I tend to like Andrew Garfield's performance maybe a little bit more than Tobey Maguire's. I know a lot of people are going to ream me in the mouth for that one, right? But Tom Holland is probably the better one. And it's not because he's the better actor. It's just a given. He's a kid. That's what makes this great. They actually give away his age for the first time. In most of these Spider-Man movies, they never actually give away his age. And they do so in this movie. But what can I say? Like I said, within the first 5 minutes of the movie, when you see him running across the street just to buy a sandwich, and the music's kind of the cheerful go-get music. You see him walking down the street, and his mentality as he's walking, he actually, he's a kid, and you feel that. Everybody, his friend, the kids in school, high school and everything, they're all kids, and it's just magnificent. Because, let's face it, once again, not to take away anything from Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield or any of the actors from the other movies. It's just that they're all actors that are in their late 20s or even early 30s. They are trying to pass themselves off as teenage high school kids. And, aside from liking those movies, you're not fooling anybody with that. It's like, oh, gee, okay, we'll accept it. Go ahead. You're a teenage kid, And but this one went a different route. And bravo. Because it was just refreshing to see, wait, look at all these kids in school. They're kids. They're actually kids. This is the first time I seen them go that route with that. as far as the Spider-Man movie goes. As far as these Disney movies goes, that's a whole different thing. They have the kid actors for that. But as far as Spider-Man goes, it was refreshing to see them use actual kids. I mean, no spoils here, spoiler alerts or nothing here, because they showed this in the previews. For example, when you see him jump on the bed like a kid, going, "I'm trying to start treating me like a kid," and he's like, "But you are a kid." He's like, "Yeah, but a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hands." And you look at him like he is just a kid. I mean, yeah, he may have super strength, and Robert Downey Jr.'s character Tony Stark identifies that, and for that purpose, no matter how much power you got. If you're going against adults and other superpower adults that have been doing this for a while, you could really get hurt really bad. And I like how Tony Stark knows that he's Spider-Man. He knows when he gets older he's going to be stronger. He knows he's going to be the better superhero of them. He knows that. He pretty much is acknowledging that in the movie. But right now he's just a kid, and you don't want to throw Spider-Man into that whole realm of a superhero, and because it's just an overwhelming truckload. Let him go to high school. Let him get a girlfriend. If you throw him right into that life from a kid, he'll never know what it's like to actually be a teenage kid. And he could end up hating Tony Stark in the future for that, saying, "Hey, you knew I was a kid. You could have, guided me better than that." And that's what pretty much Tony Stark is. Without saying that, he's kind of advocating in his mentality with the way he treats Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the movie. He doesn't treat him mean. He's just really saying, "Hey, take 2 steps back here. There's no rush. You're gonna be great. There's no doubt about that." So, and Marissa Tomei playing Aunt May. Aunt May's never looked so good. Oh my God! I mean, the closest they had to a pretty Aunt May was Sally Field, but I mean, even she's up in age too. But she, Sally Field took care of herself in the Andrew Garfield version of Spider-Man. But come on, we're talking about Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. Wow, and they even acknowledged that in the movie, certain scenes where they're, "Hey, how's your aunt doing?" And there's a lot of funny scenes with that. But and Michael Keaton in the movie. Michael Keaton's great no matter what. You could put Michael Keaton to play a little girl in the movie, and somehow he's going to pull that off. I don't know how, but somehow he will. So we know Michael Keaton could be a good guy and a bad guy. He's proved that in other movies he's done, like the movie, I think, Pacific Heights. Yeah, he played a bad guy in that one. But, it's good to see some of the older stars mixing in with this younger generation. It's totally working. I loved it. There are some after credit scenes there. I would say nothing of real significance, but it's still fun to hang around to watch them. There's 2 of them. One, within the first minute of the credits, and then one more right after the rolling credits. Like I said, nothing of real significance that's going to make you go, "Ooh, this is coming up in the future for the next movie." It's just kind of something they show, and it's a little funny. Both end credit scenes are kind of funny. But yeah, this took me by surprise. This is a lot more than what I expected. It really is. But I'm very, 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 very happy with this movie. So once again, Tony T's missing. I don't know where he is right now. I heard he was auditioning for Brokeback Mountain Part 2 to start with Jake Gyllenhaal or something like that. I'm just kidding. If you're watching, Tony, love you, man. But yeah, the Popcorn Kid. I'm just going to put this here. I know he's a Blackhawks fan, so I'm just going to put that right here and pretend that he's there. Does that look like Tony right there? Huh? He's skinnier. Tony's skinnier than Air. So I would say that he's gained weight since then, right? So anyhow, Spider-Man, guys, highly recommend it. The new movie review highly recommends Spider-Man Homecoming. Go check it out, guys. Take the kids. Anybody can go see this movie. You're going to love it. And I salute the movie. I salute Tom Holland, everybody in the movie. And I salute you guys today, every day. Later, guys. Love you. Bye.